Hey, good morning. Welcome to Korean Natural Farming Office Hours for November 5th, 2023. Getting things set up here. A little bit, daylight savings got the better of me, I guess. Let's see here. We don't believe in that in Hawaii. Let's see here. Hang on one sec. It's live. Okay. Hey, good morning, Stonemason. How's it been? Good to see you. So, let's start off this morning with a little bit of higher wisdom. Get tuned in. Pooch is outside saying hi. Hello, Pooch. Hello, Pooch. So today is the clinging fire. And it says cling to the power of higher truth. It is in the nature of human beings that we are dependent in many ways. Dependent on water, air, and food for nourishment. Dependent on shelter for warmth and protection. Dependent on each other for family life and friendship. We are also spiritually dependent. When challenges arise, each of us must have some place to turn for guidance and support. The image of the hexagram Li is that of fire clinging to the wood that it burns. Without a supply of fuel, there can be no fire. Likewise, a person without a source of spiritual sustenance cannot give off light in dark and challenging times. Difficult situations tempt us to doubt the power of humility, acceptance, and correct behavior. We long to abandon our inner balance and lash out. It is just at such moments that it is most important to cling what we know to be good and true and correct. Like fire clings to the log it burns. By doing this, we obtain the aid of the higher power. You are advised to cling to proper principles now. Quietly, willfully, joyfully cling to what is superior in yourself. Cling to the possibility of a positive outcome in the situation that faces you, no matter how unlikely it may seem. Cling to the good in others, even when it is obscured by inferior influences. And cling to the power of the deity to deliver truth where it is needed. Trying times bring us the gift of showing where our devotion to proper principles ends. Deepen that devotion now. Cling to truth, acceptance, and independence, and you will meet with success. So yeah, I always start these shows, I guess it's a show, the session, office hour session. Let's say it's a session versus a show, because it's not really, like, I show up, but, and so do you, but it's really more of a session where, getting together, getting into the Korean natural farming, getting these things growing together. That's what it's about. So, and thanks to Master Cho back there. So I wanted to start off today a little bit. Everyone else is time traveling. That's true. Yeah, Hawaii doesn't believe in daylight savings, so everyone else switched their clock. We did not. 9 a.m. switched time for everyone else. What's up, Germany? Solar Gourmet in the house. What I wanted to start off here today is just a little bit of update. So let me pull this up first. Here, get this over on this side. Make this full screened. Go like this, and maybe this one, and transition over here. And here you go. Okay, so we're doing the drone. The drone. So we flew yesterday, I think. Yeah. On the Friday. Friday, excuse me. Yeah. Yesterday I did some other different things. Goofman in the house. Hey Goofman. Good to see you, man. Always appreciate your company. So we flew Friday, and we did 6.78 acres, and we were able, in 1 hour, we were able to put out 93.67 gallons. And it looks like the time prior, and the prior week in October, looks like we did a little bit more and did it in shorter time. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe the drone was flying faster. Yo, Jamaica in the house, Tansley. So it looks like we did a little bit more. So it's interesting to fly the drone and see, the time versus the amount sprayed. But the drone actually, I found a glitch in the DJI app, and it glitches out when I try to spray the area right around my house and the sugarcane patch and all the cassava and kava that's growing there, and ice cream beans and all kinds of good stuff we have growing right around there. Put some pumpkins in there. It glitches out and it crashes, and so it's kind of funky. But here's a picture, and you can see here where we flew yesterday. So we got all the pastures. We got the big banana orchard doing that. Got my dad's bananas down here. Able to fly all the pastures, all the orchard's looking great, by the way. The road pasture, able to do all that. But if I zoom in here, can I zoom in? Will it let me? How do I zoom? How do I zoom? It won't let me zoom. Will it not? But anyway, you can see it kind of glitches out right here, and it doesn't quite fly where I wanted it to, right around my house. And so, anyway, just wanted to bring that up. But more than that, what I wanted to do, so I just show first off that, we got the drone flying, but second off, I wanted to show, hang on, I'm going to pull it up here, it's going to take me 1 second, is that the results that we're getting. So I'll bring this over here and just set this up this way. And actually, let me bring that over here. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I'll just do it this way. And that's what I need to do there. Okay. Bring this in. Okay. So here, I'll transition that over. So here is the banana crop. I think, let me see here. I'm going to bring this window over here. So much going on. Let me see the drone. Okay, so again, man, it's gonna try and fly into the bushes again. So I've been having a huge bunch of issues having the drone try to fly there, because it wanted to fly right in the bushes. Here it is, flying way too low in the wrong place and not looking down at the right angle. So unfortunately, my auto flying for the small little DJI Mavic is not working very well. See, it's not flying around, but in this case, these bananas on this side, the Bunchy-Top has stopped spreading. It's no longer over here, and it's no longer in this patch, and it is in this patch extremely bad. But I believe that it looks like it's getting better. So that's why I wanted to show you today to see, is it getting better? So let me see. I think this one here might show it better, because I think I took manual control of the flight. Yeah, so here, so if you look at it, you know, on these plants here, new growth coming out, looking really robust, really good. Even the really damaged plants starting to look like new growth coming out. They're not quite growing out of the Bunchy-Top yet, but even these plants on the side here, let me pause it right there. You know, these plants on the side looking good. And this one here, you know, is completely, this whole stand of bananas completely damaged, bunched up, dying from Bunchy-Top. And it looks like these ones are coming back to life. I don't know. I need a second opinion from you folks here. What do you think? But it looks like, and even these bananas on this side, you know, you can see some damage there, but it looks like it's starting to grow out beyond it. And it looks like these ones are starting to grow and be better. Let's see, can I pause it right there? And even this stand right here, really, really, really damaged. This stand completely like died off, and just, you know, like I said in the banana Bunchy-Top video, you know, you're gonna lose like 90 to 100% of your crop with this disease. But I'm trying to, you know, it already taken over. And so what the solution would have been, most people would have said, was poison / bulldoze / get rid of all these plants here, you know, just destroy them, right? But I decided, nah, I'm going to keep them. And I'm going to try CannF, and we're going to try spraying the correct solutions out here, including the protectors, but also like maintenance solution and seawater, and putting all that, the CannF minerals, putting all that out here, and see if this will recover. And it looks like this stand here, can you guys see my mouse? Oh, you know what? I'm even behind the screen, so you can't see. Okay. So this stand here on the right, yeah, sorry, it's behind my picture. Maybe I should make the picture smaller. Let me try that. I can do it this way, and then I can make this bigger so you can see. Then I'm still blocking it a little bit, but that's okay. But this stand right above my head here, it looks like it's full recovery, and then I don't know. So here we'll go around, see the little flight. There's me sitting down there. And probably should make the mouse bigger, but it's okay. So wanting to do, you know, but these plants here completely destroyed, but the new growth coming out looking good. And I think this plant's going to be able to grow out through the Bunchy-Top. Like, even look at these ones right here. I think the new growth's looking good, and I think it's going to grow out through the Bunchy-Top. So I think I'm going to be successful of not cutting the stuff down. There's my dog drinking water out of the bucket there. But I think I'm going to be successful without cutting it down. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but you know, right here, this area, it just looks like nice new growth. It looks like it's coming around, and it hasn't spread over here. I stopped the spread. You know, it took me more than 2 weeks, but I stopped the spread. And then it hasn't really spread down here at all, really down below. So it was and the thing is, I waited so long because I was waiting for the drone to get here and everything. I waited more months, and I should have been treating it. And I basically stopped spraying from March till August. And in that amount of time, it just took over like mad. But yeah, here's an above looking at it. I don't know. You know, here it is. And what I should do probably is let me go and pull up and do a comparison here, where I'm gonna go from, this is March. Oh, so I'm gonna pull it up in April. Okay. So we'll try and get a similar view. Okay, so this is somewhat similar view from So this is, excuse me, this is August. This is what it looked like in August. So, um, you know, here versus here. Okay. So this is what it looks like just this week. This is what it. Let me close this one. This is what it looked like in August. So again, you know, even over here, back over here behind the barn, you can see kind of more Bunchy-Top, and even in here, you know, more dead leaves, more die off. You know, and I cut down this tree. I also cut down that tree. You know, so granted, you know, some things have changed, but here, this is this week. You know, it just overall, I would say the banana health of this entire patch looks better, right? And there's still some die off in here. But here, so compare this where, you know, just some of the plants dying off, looking, you know, even in this patch and in this patch. I don't know. I can't really, you know, I'm not, it's too early for me to definitively tell, did KNF save the day? But here, this patch, I don't know, they look darker, they look better, they look, I don't know. What do you guys think? Think it's better, worse? This one versus this one. It's not the exact angle. You know, the lighting conditions maybe are different too. This one has a pooch in it, so having a pooch in there is, oh, you guys can't see it's behind. Way better? I don't know. If you think it's better, put a thumbs up. If you think it's worse, put a thumbs down. Let's do that. Let's just see. So anyway, I just wanted to give little update on, you know, maybe I chose a better angle for this one, but I did want to give just, you know, little update here and show, you know, what can KNF do? What is weekly application of flying? You know, does the, like, you know, and actually the research that we're doing with the foundation is, does the drone actually work? Can we solve viral issues? Can we solve, you know, by just flying a drone with KNF sprays? And I think that, yeah, I mean, I think it is looking better. So anyway, you know, leave a comment, discuss whatever, you know, whatever you're supposed to say on YouTube, or just do whatever, you know, just don't. But yeah, thanks. Hey, thanks. So we got some more people in the house. We got Marty Raspberry in here today, coming in from Illinois 5B, enjoying 55 and sunny. It is about 70 and raining here today. It's the first day it's been raining in a while, which is funny because my class starts tomorrow. I've been getting super excited about that. Just thinking about it. Already have one person arriving from around the globe here for starting class tomorrow, and it's nice. But it would be only the luck of us as natural farmers that it would just start pouring rain on us while the class goes. I mean, it would be only appropriate. We'll see what happens. Printer Bear in the house. What's up, Jonathan? How you, man? So Printer Bear got a random question here. Should I soak a garlic clove before planting? Thanks. Yes, I would soak a garlic clove before planting for sure. And let me pull it up here. Is it here? Is it here? Where is it? Let me just see. I want to go through this. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so I would soak it, and what I would soak it with is, let me transition this over. Let's go to this one. Go to that one. Okay. So I would soak it, and what I would do is either just soak it in water if you want, or I would also soak it with the seed soak solution. So here, this seed formula, and soaking it with 1 to 500 food, 1 to 500 cleanser, 1 to 1000 medicine, 1 to 1000 structure, 1 to 1000 fuel, and 1 to 25 minerals. And all of these things, the food, cleanser, medicine, structure, fuel, and minerals, are going to be absorbed into that garlic. And as it kind of rehydrates, because sometimes garlic's harvested a while ago, and then you get it, and it's kind of dried out and it's thirsty. And so it will absorb all of these great things. And then the added benefit is then if you've already prepared your soil with IMOs and you've already got your great soil foundation out there, as you put this garlic into the ground and it's full of food cleanser, medicine, structure, fuel, and minerals, all the microbes around are going to be like, whoa, I want that stuff. And they're going to want to plug into the garlic to start to get it, because the food, the cleanser, the medicine, all those things act like exudates. So like when a plant's growing, it exudes sugars out to interact with fungus and bacterias and the microbiome of the soil. And so when you provide that, you're giving your garlic this artificial exudates, and the fungal hyphae, everything that's, your whole soil food web is going to want to interact with that garlic and plug it in faster and get it to be connected into your biology. So that's the reason to do a seed soak, like a, garlic soak before you do it. It'll jumpstart that connection, and now the garlic will plug in and it will have all these friends in the soil, and the whole microbiome will be happy to greet it because it's full of that lovely juices and everything. Instead of just putting a dry garlic in there and asking the dry garlic and asking all the microbiome and everything to get to it, and then you're going to like water it to be like sprout garlic, you're going to give it this boost where it's like it's full of all these goodies, and then it's like, if it's just dry, the microbiology is gonna be like, yeah, that garlic, we'll get to it later. But if it's full of goodies and it's coming in and it's just like abundant and like full of this stuff, it's gonna plug in. Plus also that nutrition is going to help the garlic itself, right? It's gonna absorb those things, and when it pushes out its new what do you call scallion? I don't know what those things are. The chive, maybe that's what it's called, a chive. When it pushes up that new chive, that chive will have all that extra energy, especially the CannF fuel. It's going to help it just shoot up. It has those extra minerals in there. So any deficiency there may be in your soil, it's now in the garlic itself that it can overcome any of those. And once it then plugs into the biology, it can find more minerals and find what it needs. So that's the real benefit of the seed soak solution is like, and for garlic, you could probably soak it in there for a day, like overnight type thing, couple hours, at least 6-8 hours. You could soak it, and it might even help it start sprouting. I don't know, but yeah, just soaking it in there. And again, if I look up here at the book, and you guys aren't seeing that, but if I go here, this prescription for the seed formula, it says, used as a seed transplant soak, then lightly watered on the planted area to encourage microbes to connect with the fresh planting. And it says see soaking seeds and transplanting methods for more details. So again, what I was saying, it's just plug it in, do those good things, and the seed soak formula for that garlic, and any seeds you can do this that way. So that's good. Nice random question. Let's see, I am going to drink a little bit of tea. Oh, so folks, if you're just listening to this, folks in the chat are saying that everything is definitely that CannF green, even the grass. Thumbs up. So it is looking better. Apparently it's looking better. It is looking better. That's good. That is good, because I'm not sure. I'm colorblind, and I just continue to do it whether I know it's beneficial or not. I figure just adding more natural farming to the grass and the pasture and everything is going to benefit. And it's research. So the lawn responds fast. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see, what else today? I definitely wanted to go over those things, showing that update, but What else is on the menu for KNF? Anyone have any questions? Let me know in the chat. We'll jump into those. Other than that, I don't think there is a... It's funny, it says see the transplants, seed soak transplant part, but there's not a transplant part. Is there? I wonder if it's written elsewhere. But let's see, what else do we want to get into? Oh, other thing that I you know, is a show not tell type thing. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull up can I just open all these? Let's see if all, yeah, okay, this is gonna work out. So that's good. I'm gonna bring this over a little bit. Hang on one sec. Okay, other thing that I've been doing is my friends across the street took the class. In fact, let's go. I'll just do. Let's see. Let's do this one because then I can make it bigger and have it be like this, so you can still see me down here. Ooh, yay! I mean, maybe I should just make myself disappear for a little bit, but so my friends across the street took my class in 2020, and they have been farming Kava, which is Ava, Hawaiian Ava, Kava. Some people call it that. It's a root crop. It's a root crop that people drink as an alcohol replacement. And so here they basically have been doing, you know, I helped them out with some aerial drone photography. And I was hoping that, I guess I don't have the prior photo. I guess this was all the photos I took the other day. But they've been kind of doing, you know, conventional row cropping, using a lot more weed mat, trying to lower their maintenance on this. But spraying Korean natural farming sprays, I think every other week or so, and getting out there and doing it. So I just wanted to show you that. And he also has a mangosteen orchard, and then here's this brand new Kava crop. But here's just an aerial view of what they're doing. I think this is about 3 acres, maybe it's 5 acres, somewhere in that region of what they're doing. And then let me go back to this, because I did also, while I was down there, I took some B-roll, and I thought I had all this together, but let me see here. Let's just pull up these ones. Oh, yeah, let's see what's gonna happen if I bring this up. Put this over here. Yeah, so here, transition this over. So this is just, you know, above, and then I think I flew the drone down, because I just, after I did the aerial photography for them, which is what they wanted, they're just building a map so they can coordinate their farm a bit better. I just got to fly the drone around a little bit and document just how beautiful the everything is. So I think this over here is right above me. You can see it's taro, and then Ava, and then this is their other Ava. This one doesn't look as good. Maybe they're not spraying it as much. But the new taro Ava's coming in. This Kava, and they kind of grow the taro with the Ava when it's young. But look at that. It's looking nice and healthy. And traditionally, Ava around here has really some shot hole disease, all kinds of problems. And most people that farm it, again, you know, huge fungal pressure, huge disease pressure. And their plants are just fully foliated. There's no, they're not suffering from the usual, you know, problems that people have in cultivation. So another testament to Korean natural farming here. Let's see. I think I did a flyover. I didn't edit any of this drone footage. This is raw footage. They also put in some irrigation to make it easier, because it's been dry. It's the first time it's been raining in like a month and a half. But look at these, just I don't, when I'm looking at it, I mean, granted it's bird's eye view here, but I don't see any disease at all. And this, mature kava, other people growing this kava that are using, and on this side, it's kind of interesting because the eucalyptus kind of comes in and it shades out this side a little bit more. So they don't get as good of growth on this side. The roots are kind of competing. But let me see here. Yeah, let's pull up this one. But this is kind of like a close-up view. And they, like, so if I do look, it's right behind me. Let's see. Let's scroll this over and see. So I do see a little bit of disease right here. This yellowing right here. This little bit of shot hole type stuff. So there is a tiny bit of the disease in there, but the vast majority of it, the vast majority of it, is looking just amazing. When I'm looking at this, and these, they took the class in 2020. Have been implementing the Korean natural farming, spraying it out on all these crops. And it just looks robust and healthy. And that's, it's another just like testament to natural farming. I'll bring up one more close-up shot here. And there is, like, right here, you see this leaf? There is a tiny bit of disease, and this leaf right here, there's a tiny bit of disease, but I'm having to pick like 2 leaves out of this entire canopy to try to find the disease, whereas most other operations, what was I doing? I was flying above. I was getting the mangosteens. I was trying to get nice cinematic B-roll because I've made a nice interview with Moose, but even here, looking at the ground, they got good soil texture. It's just, it's amazing. No disease in there. It's just looking so robust. Nice, good branching. It's pretty amazing. So, I mean, look how beautiful that looks. So, anyway, just wanted to share a little bit of that because I got some of that too. So, so let's see. Got a question here. Big Wes, what's up, Canada? I mix brown sugar and fresh canna. Something I can't say on YouTube. It isn't sucking out of the blood of the plant very well. Too much sugar. I added water. It seems to help. It's taking weeks, but isn't rotting. What have I made? You're probably making what they call an FPE, fermented plant extract, because the lactobacillus is probably getting in there. Adding water into a plant food where you're getting the plant juice out to make plant food is not the best idea. Water is not the best idea because you have to wait for it to turn to alcohol to try to extract it. So you could add like beer to it. Beer would simulate the extraction process, but really you're wanting the inside of the leaf to come to the outside. Traditionally, that plant that I can't really say on YouTube without being demonetized is a low yielding plant in terms of juice. It just is. It holds on to it well. So there are other people that have done other methods to do this. One is that just realize it's a low yielder and just accept those low yields and realize that the juice that does come out is extremely medicinal, extremely potent, really good for all kinds of things, and just be happy with the low yield. The other way is if you're upset with the low yield and you want a bigger yield, is my brethren Logan, Reverend Logan, on the other, he goes and he mixes it with Comfrey when he does it. So he mixes it with Comfrey. So if you don't know Brethren Logan, I'll show you a little bit of the documentary that we filmed with him. And let's just go and put it on this and go here. And I'll show you a little bit of this this documentary. So.
My overall goal with cannabis at this point, I've been doing it for 20 years. And ever since I've been doing it, basically ever since I was about 18 years old, I've never not had a cannabis plant growing under my care. Even if I traveled for a month, somebody was taking care of my crop. There has been a cannabis plant growing under my care my whole adult life. It's a burden and a duty and a joy, you know? And I just feel like that's just who I am on the planet. So I got to keep doing it. You know, there's no not doing it. So I do keep doing it. But the reason why I'm ranting about this is that through those years and through those processes and finding KNF, it's all about simplification. Simplifying this whole thing so I don't have to be here every other day, watering, taking care of little things, picking off bugs, spraying this, spraying that. Brethren, I used to spray. Sister and I used to spray every single night. Every single night I'd get home and I would say, I gotta go spray. Because that was the only way these plants could survive through all the Hawaii diseases that are now prevalent in the cannabis community. Flashback 10 years, 12 years, zero powdery mildew, zero leaf blight, no mites in Hawaii. We were in ganja paradise here. As soon as Cali, Oregon, and all that started becoming legal and people started sending genetics, is when we started seeing a bunch of devastating cannabis pests, funguses, mites, all kind of crap. And so my journey into KNF was basically I was growing in the same area right here, the same tent, and I had big 100-gallon smart pots. And I thought I was doing living soil techniques because that was the craze at the time in cannabis. No, living soil, dragonfly earth medicine just hit the scene. Living soil, don't change your soil. Keep it in the bag, feed it. So I thought I was doing that, but I was doing it all wrong. I was over fertilizing, I was pouring nutrients on there. I would mulch it, I would make a tea. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just throwing everything at it, hoping for the best, which I feel most cannabis farmers are doing right now. Hence what Drake said at the beginning, you know, overdoing it and then paying for that later. So that's what happened to me. Plus I was trying to do a no-till method. It was like the worst of both worlds, basically. And that culminated in my plants having to be sprayed every single night to be able to harvest a decent flower. So I would either spray I don't even want to say it because it's embarrassing, like these Serenade products, neem, there were so many, the mint oils, there's enzyme treatments, a Dr. Zyme. There's like I could go off and name all these products that I thought I needed to keep my plants healthy when really I needed zero of them. All I needed to do was tune back into Mother, team up with Mother, make a habitat, do living soil for real, and actually treat the soil like it's alive, like an animal, like a pet. And she just does all the rest of the work and gives it back to you. And now I'm down to only spraying a little bit of neem every once in a while, just if there's an outbreak, or the potassium bicarbonate if the powdery gets a little out of control. And I feel that that's on its way out too, because we're just every single round it's getting healthier and healthier. The habitat's growing, the companion plants are getting better. The environment around us is shifting. The KNF teas and compost teas that we're spraying all over the property is gonna at some point create a biosphere that is intelligent enough to deal with that powdery mildew on its own. So that's the long-term goal, would be that this whole thing is taken care of with zero human input besides maybe some watering because we're under a canopy. I have this as my...
So Brethren Logan there going full KNF, and sometimes he takes, you know, he'll mix in. He's telling me he mixes in some comfrey with those leaves, and those he gets that together, you know, and that's what he does to get more yield that same way. But yeah, it's just hard to get juice out of that plant. I mean, but the stuff that comes out, it's well worth it. It's next level. Some people try to juice that plant to get health benefits, but making a knfFood where you're pulling osmotically the best juice out, leaving the junk in there, making medicines that way, I think is beyond next level, of something that people aren't even aware of what can be done. So anyway, there's there's the that documentary will be. We just had a committee meeting where our micro documentary committee meeting, and we're going to be releasing these to membership when we're getting our membership together. Hopefully, we have a target date of end of December. So after I'm done with my class here, we'll be able to release that for next year, and then you can watch all those documentaries that we have and all these other things. So we do have that coming out. Yeah, so but I would say adding water to a can of food is probably not the best idea. Water alone, it's not recommended. Some people add lactobacillus. They make what they call an FPE, fermented plant extract, and it's using just the power of lactobacillus. It's more akin to like what Young Song Cho is doing, but then he'll let it rot where you have disgustingly cheap foods, and there's it gets kind of gross, and if you get impatient for these things, and you want a bunch of it coming out, it's hard. You gotta, another way to get a lot of juice from that plant is to just get a bunch of seeds, sprout them all in a small sprouting tray. Once they're about yay tall, just cut those and make plant juice out of those. So instead of trying to grow a whole big plant, just pop a whole bunch of junk seeds. Let one plant go to seed, get a ton of seeds, and then just pop a whole bunch of tiny sprouts and make sprouted seeds. And then that also has all that really good growth hormone, growth enzyme. I mean, you can sometimes go out and get like commercial hemp seeds for, on the cheap, and just like sprout them even in a tray. You don't even need a soil medium. Just pop them all in a tray. Just mist those with spray the leaf solution on those. Get them just to pop, and then ferment those, and ferment the roots, the leaves, everything of tiny sprouts. And that's another way to get potent juice from that crop. And Goofman is asking here, do I sell my goods at the farmer's market in town? And the answer is no. Well, yeah, I mean, yes. We did just sell some Logan. We sold about 50 pounds of Logan. But I didn't sell it. I mean, I sold it to someone who sold it at the market. But largely, I haven't been selling very much at the farmer's market. It takes, it would be my whole Saturday sitting there to sell some things. I did back in the day, back historically. Let me see if I can find a picture. It's like 2008. I don't even know if these would be in here. Probably not. No. Way back in the day, I sold natural farming solutions. Actually, maybe 2011. Would it be there? No. It was more of a picture than a video anyway. Maybe you can find that. Let's see. But I did, way back in the day, I sold natural farming solutions at the farmer's market. And this was like way back, like 2008, like way back in the day, when it was like, before it was even cool and before people even knew about this stuff. Let's see, where would this be? I'm trying to find. Oh, here, Masters. That's right. It would be 2008. Let's see. Oh man, it's like, this is way back in the day. This is like some old natural farming 2010. Let's see. No. That's gonna be too hard to find right now. I'm looking through too many things from way back in the day. But yeah, here's some old soil pictures. Found these. Let's see these soil pics. This is when I was farming way back. You know, who knows what we're gonna get here though. Some sweet potatoes. But this is, you know, when I was first starting to learn natural farming, and I was selling at the farmer's market during this time. But, you know, look at that, just amazing soil. This is what natural farming can do for your soil if you do it right. You know, just living, all these roots, everything just looking great. So, yeah, no, and I haven't even been selling stuff to Sweet Cane. I've been selling to a restaurant called Soil to Soul. And I gotta make them cane juice. I forgot. Oh my gosh, that totally slipped my mind. I gotta make them cane juice. Man. So how can we access that video to share? We're gonna have it for members. So you gotta become a member. But we're getting all that together. It's actually it's slow progress. I know I've been talking about this for a while, but it's slow progress, but it's steady progress. It's coming. We'll have it. You'll be able to see it, share it, get it. But we're gonna do it through that because it's like we gotta have a few perks for the members. So I gotta withhold a few things to make perks. It's kind of a weird way of going about it, but so it is. You know, we're gonna get that together. It's what we've been talking about, organizing through a committee. It's been really, you know, slow but steady progress. I'll just leave it at that. But we did make 5 documentaries so far. You know, it's part of the thing we've been doing for the foundation. It's part of the things we've been trying to get together. In fact, I even have one that's in the mix of coming out. It is with Dr. Park, actually. Dr. Park, the legend. And Dr. Park is actually, he's going to be a special guest coming over here this week for the class, hanging out. So I haven't told anyone that yet, but he's going to be here. It's a great honor. He actually came out to the farm the other day because he was concerned. He's getting old, right? All these farm mentors, even myself, I'm getting old, right? It's like, man, what do we do? Even Master Cho, he's old. Like, he's so old, he can't even travel here anymore. It's like, man. So these legends, it's like, it's passing, you know, that's why you got to pass this knowledge on, practice, share, do, make it grow in your area because, you know, we're all getting old. My videos deserve more views. Well, my teaching is priceless. Well, you know, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? You know, it's up to you guys. Like, share, subscribe, push that shit out. I don't know, whatever. I don't, if they deserve more views, then it's like finding a diamond in the rough, man. You got to be right place, right time. It's not for everybody. That's what I've found. It's, you know, so, okay. So let's see here. Stonemason saying, my plants still get a tiny bit of disease at the end of the season after heavy production. Before KNF, disease would sometimes kill my cucumbers before they could produce. And he said his zucchini produced till frost, no powdery mildew. So again, you know, preaching to the choir, man, but I appreciate it, Stonemason, for those testimonials of just like, you know, the difference before, after, what you're doing, what's making a difference, what's happening, what's going down. You know, it's amazing. Yeah, Logan, Brethren Logan, I got to check in with him. I should call him up, see if he can come over this week. We're going to celebrate 11/11 here on the farm with the class and a nice barbecue with everybody. Although we barbecued yesterday anyway. You know, I just fixed my grill. Shout out to Jeff Bezos for sending me that part and the Chinese guy that manufactured it. Love you guys. So I have, let's see here. I have a bunch of seeds from my first couple of years, lame crops. I may try that. Yeah. So just sprout those little seeds, you know, try the little sprouted solution. Those things are full of juice. when they're small. Once they get big, the plant kind of holds on to the juice a bit more. I made Jadam leaf mold in a bucket. Decided to add the whole plant into it, root ball and all. Used yeah, that makes sense. Using the disgustingly cheap fertilizers, disgustingly cheap food. This recipe here, down here, in the book here, where it's like you just rip out the whole plant, everything, wide variety of grass, weeds, plants, throw them in a bucket, fill it with water, add a handful of microbe soil to it, let it sit for 2 weeks or longer, draw up juice when needed. This disgustingly cheap food, anaerobic solution smells terrible. Don't get it on your hand, but it works, especially in those types of scenarios. Yeah, so, using that disgustingly cheap food there. Big West just wanting to grow really good, organic, free smoke. I think that makes sense, man. Medicine in equals medicine out. If you're putting trash on it and expecting it to be any good, it's hard. It's harsh on your lungs, all that stuff. There's one more clip that, since I'm already kind of sharing here, I may as well share it. It's this Logan documentary. We'll go when he's talking about this. I think,
especially the hash industry, like a lot of people will gravitate towards naturally grown products because they can actually taste the bottled nutrient in the other products. Number one point in case is this company, and I will chop these guys down because I don't care. But that's the number one brand used in every major greenhouse, every licensed facility that's on drip emitters, growing with this hydroponic setup with these little cups with drip emitters in their cannabis plant. That you can taste every time you smoke that herb. That company's line in particular. And that's throughout the industry, other people will attest to that too. Like, care hash, yep, oh yeah, I'll pass, And so anyway, the point being that people love naturally grown products because they express the true expression of the plant, and not only a true expression, the fuller potential of that expression. So naturally farmed products are gonna express terpene profiles, flavonoids, potency of cannabinoids, higher, better, in better combination, in right ratio than anything grown with man-made products or by man himself,
So, kind of in the line of what you were just talking about, I dropped that clip and, I censored out what company he was smashing on, but it's Botanigrow. Not gonna lie. So, I just thought it was funnier to censor that out in the video, just like beep that out, because then people watch it and they're just like, they laugh because you can read his lips and and if you're in the industry and you know. But yeah. So if you're wondering, if your friends around where they can get hands on my fruits and veggies, come to the farm. We'll just hook you up. We have all kinds of friends that we hook up just on the down low, because it's not worth me setting up a booth to like sell some things, but it is worth me harvesting and hooking people up. So a lot of people just come by the farm. They'll pick up sugarcane juice, sometimes bananas, sometimes milk, eggs. My wife does sell the eggs out at to her. She goes to Tai Chi, and so she sells it to her Tai Chi class. But we have all those things around. Your buddy there is how I found you. Oh, you found me through Logan. He was on Crow 77? What? Logan was on Crow? That's amazing. Yeah, Logan's the man. He came to the class. He actually went to a bunch of Master Cho's direct lectures too once he found out. But Logan came to the class in 2019 maybe 2019. I don't know. I should look it up. I should actually probably have that listed of when people came to the class. But he came, and man, he took it to the next level of just like doing it and making it successful. And it's a thing where people come to the class, they learn, and then now they own this knowledge. It's like in them. You can't get it out of them. Although some people still, it's a lot to take in at once. So if you're brand new to it, sometimes like Moose the other day was asking me, he's like, so I'm rehydrating the herbs, and when do I pour the beer off? I'm like, you don't pour the beer off, man. You just add the sugar, and then, he's trying to make KNF medicine. But it's good. I mean, he's my neighbor. He's across the street. He reaches out. Anytime people want to reach out, ask me questions. Office hours is great for that. But also, if you know me, call me up. I got a phone here. Sometimes I think I'm autistic about the phone. I don't always get back to people right away. Once I learned about autism, I'm like, maybe I'm autistic. Because I sometimes hate the phone. One time I had a bunch of collectors calling me, and I was like, ever since then, I've hated the phone. But I do answer, and sometimes I will sometimes answer texts. I always get your message, whether I reply back is, it's whether my autism is like up or down. I'm just going to claim that's the case. I've never been diagnosed. I don't even know if that's real, but, for some people, it seems to be the case. And since you mentioned Crow 777, I'm going to pull microbialsecret.org here. And let's see, this one here. So microbialsecret.org, the podcast that I used to do, that I really need to release these episodes in a better way than a membership, because at this point I'm not producing new episodes, but I should. You can see episode here. We actually interviewed Crow here. Where is he? Crow. Where is Crow? Anyone see it? What number is it? Oh, number 22 here on Asian natural farming, alchemy, and the sky clock. So we actually had Crow on our show, Crow 777, and
aloha, and we're live on another episode of the Microbial Secret Society podcast. Today we have a really special guest that I'm really thankful for. We're interviewing Crow He's the host of a popular weekly podcast called Crow 777 Radio. That's with 2 R's at crow777radio.com for the live show. And it's hosted on the Truth Frequency Radio. He hosts his own website and his own YouTube channel with over hundreds of videos featuring...
Well, I'm going to skip into it a little bit.
I think it's particularly salient because people should think about this. Just because two parties or two groups or two individuals have different ideas, there's no reason that should be divisive in any way. We live in an age where new ideas are going to be the norm. Nothing is going to be the same as we move forward. I think we can all agree on.
So we had Crow actually on our show. Thanks to Bridget and David for reaching out to him, getting him on the show. But great guy, interesting ideas. I think David's a real big fan of his, but yeah. So yeah, we actually had Crow on our show. So it's funny if you found me through a Crow. I don't know if Crow ever talked about me or David or those things, but apparently he interviewed Logan. Let's see. I'll pull this up. Crow Radio 777. Let's see. Did he? I'm good. Yeah. Why did it go through Facebook? That's interesting. Is there, let's see, can we, how do we find this? How do I search his thing? Doesn't even have search? Non-recurring membership. Can I search? Free episodes. Natural farming, permaculture. Oh, maybe he does do some of that. Is he into that? I don't know. Man, I wonder why he never put our episode up here. Maybe it's not free. He's doing natural farming. I wonder if we inspired him. I don't know. Dr. Franco. Which one is the Logan one? These look like just him doing stuff in 2021. I wonder if we inspired him though. Because after that episode in 2021, it looks like he went a fair amount into this. And I wonder if we made it into his podcast. I don't know. Um, um, all right. Well, anyway, interesting thing with Crow. I'll try and find maybe if you can find that episode, post it in the comments here. See if I'll listen to it, pull it up, see if there's good things. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah. About time end here in natural farming school. Yep, come here, enjoy the school class. Class starts tomorrow. Hey, what's up, eyewitness? Yo, yeah, man. Always my brethren from Florida. Hopefully, it's nice down there for you. Might have been under his bear name. It's Natural Farming Academy or something. Okay. Well, I'm not a subscriber of Crow, but maybe I should be. What's up from Oklahoma? Cool, you guys checking at the end of the show. Maybe daylight savings hit you guys a bit hard. We'll see. Yeah, late because of the time change. Yeah, me too. I was almost late this morning. The time changed on me. I was like, you know what? And it ended up staying up late last night watching a little fire in the yard. It was good. So, okay. Well, all right. Well, thanks, you guys. You guys can catch the episode coming back from the other end. That's why. Luckily, it's recorded here on the YouTube. So, thanks for everyone for tuning in. Thanks for folks showing up a little towards the end. Appreciate you guys. Can I get one KNF book? What should it be to start? Man, I always say one KNF book, get my book, man. Because I'm shameless self-promotion. Why not? If you can promote one thing to start, get my book. This one right here, just get the Pure KNF recipe book. If you're looking for it, it is conveniently located at knfsupport.com. Right here, you can download the recipe book right here. And you can also get all these questions answered here. Search the office hours. The office hours listed here. I will be updating this after today's episode here to make sure it gets up to date so that today's episode will be listed. And I have a whole bunch of table of contents to add. But we are going forward full speed, keeping these things here. So knfsupport.com. Of course, wonderfully sponsored by the Pure KNF Foundation. Here, which is, a thing I'm part of. We're doing a bunch of good things, which this all, behind the ball and updating everything. But all this together, we try and keep KNF support nice and good. Goofman has been really helpful there, keeping everything up and good. So yeah, all one the same. Thank you for understanding all this. Where do you buy? Right there. I have an ebook. If you need a printed book, reach out to me. I can probably print. I do have one copy available. I can send it to you. But other than that, yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having a great thing. It's raining. We need this. We need water in the catchment tank. And the ground needs it. Plus my cows are going to be happy. And I appreciate you. I may have my milk cow may give birth today or tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. She's more than heck pregnant. It's like, yo, you need to give birth soon. So we'll see. Looking forward to fresh milk and all that. So appreciate you. Love you guys all. Thanks for tuning in. Spread natural farming. Spread the good things. Keep them going. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna burst out of here. I'll see you later. Catch you next week. Aloha. Bye now.